Hello everyone, it's Andy from Parks Van Tales, and this is Rio. And a few people have asked me to do a van tour video. So if you join Rio and myself now, we'll take you through the van and its capabilities, and we'll see you at the end. Thanks very much. So here we go, our blue van. She's a Mercedes Sprinter 316 CDI. She's the long wheelbase, so she's the L3 H2 model. She's 6.9 metres long and 2.8 metres high. Actually, the ours will be about 3 metres with the aerial on the top. She's a 2.1 cylinder CC engine, diesel, 6-speed manual rear wheel drive. Drives like a dream. She's great. We've had her up plated. She's maximum weight now is 4,050 kilograms, so 4.5 metric ton. And it's just as well because she actually weighs, with all of our kit in, and the dogs and Jane and myself and all the fluids full up, so fuel, gas, water, she actually weighs 3,800. So we've got 250 to play with, but to say that's fully laden, that's us fully laden, so we shouldn't go much higher than that. So we'll start from the back actually, I think. So as you can see, Sprinter there, we've had a mule ladder and spare wheel holder pot on the back from the guys up from Mule Vans up in Barnsley. Fantastic group of guys, and they put that on for me, and it's a great piece of kit. Very lightweight aluminium, gives me a bit easier access to the spare wheel and more ground clearance at the back, because that's where the original spare wheel went. On the top there you can see the sun awning. It's a Thule Omnistor awning. It's 4 metres long. It comes with a light, integral built-in light. It's great. On the roof we've got 325 watts of solar, which feeds our lithium battery. It's a Fogstar Drift 465 amp hour battery, and we've got an inverter. I'll show more of that when I show you inside in a minute, but that gives us all the electricity we need really for boiling kettles, air fryers, remescas, whatever. Coming at the back here, we've got an external gas point here for using. We plug it up for. We've got a 2-ring Kodak outside camping stove. The van has got an underslung 20-litre LPG gas bottle. So you fill up the gas point there. I've had the BF Goodrich off-road tyres put on it. We've used them in anger already actually. We've been in the snow, quite thick snow in North Yorkshire over the New Year period. And also we've been on quite soft sand and the beaches of North Wales, Northwest Wales. And they perform really good. I maintain traction, I didn't slide anywhere, so hopefully okay. Going along, we've got the slide out step. I've also added the plastic trim around the wheel arches, which is from a company called Terra Wagon. I just think it makes the van look a bit more off-roady. That's really what it is. Look at the front here. I've added the bonnet spoiler, the plastic thing on the front of the bonnet there. Again, just for looks more than anything else, but it does actually deflect quite well the insects from the windscreen. Coming around the other side now, I've also added the Max Trax recovery boards up on the side there, higher up. I haven't used them in anger yet, but I think they look good, and it provides me a bit more confidence having those, because this is our first panel van conversion. This is our 5th motorhome, and we have been stuck 2 or 3 times in the past. We've been doing it 25 years now, and having those, I think, for me, just gives me a little bit more confidence, notwithstanding basic common sense, to go to some places I wouldn't necessarily want to go without some way of digging myself out. There we go. Come around the side here, got the hatch for the cassette toilet. Plug in for your mains, shore power. The grey hatch there is an outside shower, which is very useful for washing Rio and ourselves when we come back on the boots or feet. Water fill-up point. We've got the vents there, which are for our standard 3-way fridge, which I'll talk about when we go inside. There we go. Aerial on the roof is just an omnidirectional TV aerial, which works really well. It's boosted. Reversing camera on the top there. See what Rio's up to. When she goes quiet, I always worry. Also on the top there, you may see like a little black thing behind the aerial. That's a Wi-Fi system, 5G internet boosted. And there she is. Bought the van from a van converters called IH Motorhomes. They're based up at Nottingley in West Yorkshire. And one of the reasons why we went for this for IH Motorhomes was their internal carpentry, their fixtures and fittings inside the van, the cupboards and drawers, etc. are very, very good quality, and the layout of this van was the sort of thing we wanted. But IH Motorhomes up in Nottingley, West Yorkshire. The body shape of this Sprinter is the W907, which is the post-2019 shape for the Sprinter, which is all great. Webasto diesel heater, which is fitted underneath on the outside of the van, underneath the passenger seat, comes up through the passenger seat, blows out the back of it, and that's a very, very efficient heater for it. A couple of minutes and the van is toasty hot, even when it's like minus 5-6 outside, and that's a useful addition to the standard gas and electric heating we have in the van as well. So hi everybody again, it's me and Rio. We're going to show you the inside of the van. So first of all, electric sliding door, fold out table and electric slide out step. Also a fold up extra work surface table. Folds up great. So operation of this fold out table, straightforward. Really useful for putting our bags on when we're getting set up in the morning to fill our rucksacks or whatever. Obviously you could have a very quick impromptu cup of tea or something if it parks up. Quite a useful addition to the fold out table. So here we are inside the van now. Obviously the cab area. So a standard manual drive Mercedes Sprinter cab. Lovely entertainment system. It's got Apple CarPlay, etc. I fitted a Garmin 7-inch screen sat-nav here with the preloaded maps and downloaded maps all to it. I've also got my external TPS tire pressure monitoring system up here on the dash. And also I've got an external HUD head-up display for my speed, which is powered via the OBD connector. I find that very useful when I'm in France because you can set it to kilometers per hour. Makes life a lot easier when you're going through these 30 kilometre an hour speed limits through little French towns and European towns, so it just makes it a bit easier. And I haven't got to keep looking down at the dash, which is a little bit restricted from somebody of my height of 6'2". We've got obviously these blinds that come out all the way around. Rio sits here on the camouflage mat and she's tied. We have her tied to some luggage points. Up here is storage above the cab. Can get loads in there. We have fishing rods, rucksacks, some outdoor stuff, tables, etc. Also up there we have the Thinkware F200 Pro, dash cams, hardwired, got parking mode. So that's really good. Also good for footage on the road. As I mentioned earlier, we've got Wi-Fi fitted to the van. We've got the 5G Pro system there, works really well, boosted, and everywhere we've been really we get good Wi-Fi. So that's really an essential piece of kit for us. Works really well. Bit more storage there in that cupboard. So fuse boxes and a bit of electrics in here, and also it's storage for the table leg that fits in the back. The blue box there is the Victron battery charger for when you're connected to mains. And a little bit of extra storage as well in there. So looking front to back here, as you can see, we went for the U-shaped lounge layout. For us, this works really well. At our time of life now, there's only two of us and the dog. Our children have all grown up, so there's only two of us that use the van really. And we find that this is the best one for us because we can lounge out all the time. So the rear U-shaped lounge very easily converts into a bed. These two can be slid across straight away. You drop these cushions into the gap and you've got your bed. And we've got a duvet system where we just roll it out and it's a bed. So there's no real faffing about turning it into a full bed mode. If you quickly want to use it as a bed and not move it about, you can. It's adequate enough to sleep down both sides of here, and I'm 6'2", and there's plenty of room to do that. So without moving anything, you can still use it as a bed. So the compromise of having to make up a bed isn't really an issue in this van, and it's certainly not an issue for us. We thought it might be, but it hasn't been. It's the best of both worlds really. You've got a sitting out area that's a bed if you want it. Plenty of storage overhead, all lined nice inside. Speakers there for the front radio, lovely big skylight, loads of USB ports we've had put in, and we use them all. I think there's 13 USB ports in this van, and we use them all at some point, in one point or another. We have Alexa fitted all the time. We've got a little Amazon Dot there, so we've always got Alexa. The controls there for our gas water heater and electric heating, and also there's all different configurations of lighting, dimmer switches for lighting up here and above. There's lights that come up here as well. TV, it's a 19-inch smart TV with a soundbar, which again, we watch a lot of YouTube from the van, and if we haven't got if we're in the UK and we haven't got decent radio TV reception, which 9 times out of 10 we have with this aerial, but if we haven't, we've normally got good 5G and we can watch TV that way. We have a VPN, so if we're abroad we can watch live BBC TV. We can stream it, so we don't need an aerial there, we don't need a satellite dish. Everything is done on the internet, so assuming you've got decent Wi-Fi and a data rate, you can, which 9 times out of 10 we have, we can watch TV or whatever you want to watch, Netflix, Amazon, whatever. She thinks, because I'm in the van, we're going away, she gets all excited. You coming in? I know, I'm not going away today. Perhaps next weekend we'll get it filmed. She loves it in the van, as you can imagine, because she knows she's going out for adventures and walks and playing with a ball and playing in water. Yes, I know. I'm just showing everybody the van. Thank you. I have fitted a panable, tiltable security camera. This is the IMO one. It's powered by USB. You connect it up to the Wi-Fi in the van, and I can pan and tilt it. I've set it there so I can look outside the van as well. I get quite a good coverage there around the windows, and obviously inside the van it detects me if there's any movement. It's, you know, there are better ones, there are worse ones, but that works for me. It sits there quite nicely out of the way. I say it's there as opposed to hanging down from above these units, purely because I can see where it is there. I can see out the van. Here is our fridge freezer. This is a traditional 3-way fridge, works on gas, electric or battery, mains or battery. It's a nice big, I think it's a 150 litre fridge. To be, a bit dirty, sorry about that, but that's the pull-out freezer bit at the bottom. Bottle compartment at the bottom. In an ideal world, and perhaps for a future upgrade for us, we would probably change this over for a compressor fridge, a smaller compressor fridge that comes down to about here, and then have more space here, storage where this is, and then reduce our reliance on LPG gas. But it works, it's fine. More storage above it. More storage in here. So we've got an oven and a cooker in this van. 3 rings and a electric hob. We use the electric hob quite a lot because we use the inverter. If we're off grid, we'll still use this because we've got the inverter. We try to limit our use of gas as much as possible because we're beginning to find that it's getting a little bit difficult, or a little bit harder to supply the LPG gas, certainly in this country. So we try our best to use electric, and obviously electric's free so we can generate our own. Seeing loads more storage above the cupboards here. There's loads of them. We keep all that stuff. We have got plenty of storage in this van. There's a lot of it for the size of the van. Sink area with the tap, more than adequate. So we've also got some lovely big pull-out drawers. Watch yourself, Ria. Watch your head. That's it. You get loads of room in there. There's stuff underneath those big drawers. There we go. Plenty of room in there. So in here, obviously the toilet area and shower area. Now, out of all the vans we've had, this is probably the best toilet area we've ever had, because there's plenty of room in here, even at 6'2", to sit on the toilet, do what you need to do, and not have knees sticking out of the doors. Or there's plenty of room there. Slight compromise the shower, but you know, we have a wraparound screen, as you can see on these rails. It wraps around the screen, the curtain wraps around here. Shower comes up, and me and Jane regularly use it as a shower, and it's absolutely fine. You can properly get showered. It's not quite as good as a coach built or an A-class larger shower, but more than adequate. No problem at all using it. It's a full wet room in effect, and you know, you can properly shower and get yourself properly clean in it. No problem at all. Again, plenty more storage in there as well, and above. It's also got a 12-volt extractor fan and an additional light in there as well. So in this area here we have our lithium battery. It's a Fogstar Drift 465 amp hour battery. We've got our Victron inverter on the side there. It's a 12/2000 230 volt inverter. Provides all the power we need, provides continuous 1600 watts really of power, which is all we need for boiling kettles, running air fryers, etc. Also got 2 MPPTs in there, which are the devices that control the power from the solar panels into the battery. We've got a 10/20 48 volt Victron MPT and a 75/15 Victron MPT that service the 2 solar panels on the roof, which combined give us 325 watts of power, which we find is all we need. Here she is again. Yeah, so underneath the driver's seat is the 30 amp DC to DC Victron DC to DC charger. Obviously that provides power to the leisure battery, or charges the leisure battery via the van 12-volt car battery, or while we're in motion, while the engine's running. And here we have the back, the barn doors open, and the back. A little amount of storage in there. We've got 2 large reclinable outside chairs in there, our ramps, our mains power cable, and a few other bits and pieces, some outside hoses and bits and pieces, and that's enough. It's not as big as a garage, as I said before, but it's more than adequate for storing outside gear, a little bit of outside gear. It works really good for us. There's large pockets in the doors. There's access here to open the door from the inside. The door's shut. In here it's water pump and the Truma heater, drainage valves, etc. And there's this panel on the back here which makes it quite nice if you're at an area where you've still got a bit of privacy because the door's open. It's lovely. Obviously blinds on the windows, all windows have got blinds on, either that way or that way, joined together. All the windows are like that. Here we go. So that's the end of our van tour video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer it if I haven't explained anything clearly or whatever. And for now, that's me and Rio signing out. Yes, I know, we're signing out, and we'll see you on our travels hopefully very, very soon. Yes, thank you. Yes, I know, I hate it when she does that. Yeah, thank you. See you later.